Welcome to fumielginn channel. Study with us and pass the driver's license exam in one take. Actual examination have 90 questions, 5 situational and should be completed under 50 minutes. Complete all questions in this video within 50 minutes. Answer key will be flashed at the end of the video, so grab your timer, a piece of paper, and a pen. Driver's license practice test set 2.
皆さん、頑張って、始めましょう。
1. Before driving on expressways, the driver should inspect the tires carefully because a worn or damaged tire and insufficient tire pressure may cause a flat tire. 2. At and within 30 meters before a pedestrian or bicycle crossing zone, vehicles should not overtake an automobile or motorized bicycle. 3. A traffic sign as shown in the figure indicates that vehicles with a total above-ground height, including the height of any cargo, exceeding 3.3 meters may not proceed. 4. Being able to walk a two-wheeled vehicle through a full figure 8 is also one of the requirements for selecting an appropriate vehicle type. 5. Drivers must obey all the necessary instructions of police officers about how to proceed, etc. 6. When pulling the handbrake fully, the greater its extension, the better its function. 7. When overtaking a regular automobile proceeding at 60 km per hour on a road without traffic signs indicating the speed limit, automobiles are permitted to exceed this speed temporarily. 8. On a road with a lane designated as a priority lane for route buses, etc., vehicles should not use the priority lane when there is a danger that they will not be able to leave the priority lane if route buses, etc., approaches from behind. 9. The fundamental difference between two- and four-wheeled vehicles is that two-wheeled vehicles maintain their balance and stability through the rider's body action while moving, and lose balance when they stop. 10. A rider who holds a large motorcycle license and is older than 20 years can ride double on expressways. 11. Driving involves a repetition of identification, judgment, and execution. It is therefore necessary to predict possible dangers while driving to avoid traffic accidents. 12. When a driver has even a small amount of uncertainty about the safety of an overtaking maneuver, taking into consideration road and traffic conditions, the vehicle's performance, and his driving technique, he should not attempt it. 13. Drivers must keep a valid automobile inspection certificate and automobile liability insurance certificate or mutual relief system insurance certificate in the automobile at all times when driving. 14. When riding a two-wheeled vehicle, point the tips of the feet outside and put the toe under the brake pedal. 15. Should a vehicle become broken down on an expressway, it is best to park the vehicle on the shoulder, take necessary safety measures, and leave and wait some distance away from the vehicle in order to secure safety. 16. If a driver turns on the headlights in advance before entering a tunnel, he is not required to reduce speed. 17. Before leaving a vehicle, the driver does not need to lock the doors because when the key is removed from the ignition, the anti-theft device is activated and the steering wheel is locked. 18. When approaching a pedestrian crossing, vehicles must make a stop for a pedestrian crossing the road. However, if a pedestrian is about to cross, vehicles must slow down and proceed. 19. When turning right in an intersection with a pavement marking as shown in the figure, vehicles must proceed along the arrows. 20. When checking the chain of a two-wheeled vehicle by pressing the middle of the chain with the finger while the vehicle is supported with the center stand, a tight chain is preferred over a loose chain. 21. On wide roads, vehicles may exceed the speed limit indicated by traffic signs. 22. A person with a license must be at the wheel of the towed broken-down vehicle. 23. When a two-wheeled vehicle is traveling on a muddy road, it is advisable not to turn the handlebars but to keep speed constant using the throttle to maintain vehicle balance. 24. When the vehicle in front uses its turn signal and approaches the left edge or the center of the road in order to leave the road, vehicles must not interfere with the vehicle in front except when avoiding danger. For operating an automatic transmission vehicle, the L position on the gearshift is used when traveling steep upward and downward slopes. 26. The correct time to signal to make a left turn is when the driver starts turning the steering wheel. 27. Driving continuously at high speed with tires that are underinflated is dangerous, causing wave-shaped ripples called standing wave effect, so it is a good idea to inflate the tires to a slightly higher pressure than usual. 28. In passing a vehicle in an overtaking maneuver, it is advisable to turn on the left turn signal and continue until the passed vehicle just becomes visible in the rearview mirror. At this time, the driver can move smoothly back to the left after ensuring that it is safe. 29. On roads where a traffic sign as shown in the figure is posted, motorized bicycles and other automobiles must neither change lanes to overtake the vehicle in front of them nor pass the vehicle ahead. 30. When braking on a two-wheeled vehicle, use engine braking while applying the brakes on the front and rear wheels at the same time. 31. On one-way streets, if an emergency vehicle approaches from behind, automobiles must move to the right side of the road to yield. 32. When a driver becomes temporarily blinded by the glare from the headlights of oncoming vehicles, the driver should close his eyes to avoid the lights. 33. When a vehicle skids due to sudden acceleration or abrupt steering, the driver should not depress the brakes but ease up on the accelerator pedal and adjust the steering wheel to set the vehicle in the right direction. 34. When a driver misses an exit on an expressway, she is permitted to reverse to the exit while ensuring safety behind. 35. Overtaking along a steep downward slope is dangerous and prohibited because acceleration rates increase in such locations. 36. It is advisable to choose a child seat that fits preschool children and that can be fastened securely to the automobile seat. 37. A regular motorcycle rider who has held a motorcycle license for 1 year or more may drive a motorcycle while carrying a passenger, even if there is no passenger seat on the motorcycle. 38. On a road with a traffic sign as shown in the figure, caution is required because there are oncoming vehicles. 39. The rearview mirror and side mirrors of an automobile are provided to help reduce blind spots from the driver's seat. 40. In order to prevent the engine from stalling, it is advisable to proceed straight through railroad crossings in a low gear. 41. At an intersection with a traffic signals, drivers may proceed into the intersection when the signals on the crossroad turn red. 42. Persons who remove the muffler or install unusual shaped handlebars on a two-wheeled vehicle are subject to punishment. 43. When there is traffic congestion ahead, vehicles must not proceed into pedestrian and railroad crossings but are permitted to stop in bicycle crossing zones. 44. Before starting the engine of an automatic transmission vehicle, it is not necessary to check the positions of the brake pedal and the accelerator pedal if it is confirmed that the gearshifts is in the P position. 45. A person who has a large motorcycle license may ride a large motorcycle, a regular motorcycle, light special equipment and a motorized bicycle. 46. When approaching an intersection that has no traffic control, if the crossroad has the same width, the vehicle must not block the progress of vehicles approaching from the left on the crossroad. 47. To correctly calculate the seating capacity of an automobile, it should be calculated as 3 children under 12 years of age are equal to 2 adults. 48. Parking is prohibited within 5 meters from the edge of roadwork sites. However, stopping is permitted. When passing a pedestrian or a bicycle, the vehicle must slow down, even when a safe distance is kept. 50. Side strips and shoulders are parts of main through lanes of expressways. 51. Because of their good maneuverability and quick handling, two-wheeled vehicles are permitted to overtake a vehicle ahead that is attempting to change lanes, for example, to make a right turn. 52. It is not dangerous to tilt your body when driving if you are comfortable with it. 53. The impact of a collision increases in proportion to the vehicle's speed squared, so the greater the speed, the greater the risk. 54. A traffic sign shown in the figure indicates that traffic will converge ahead. 55. When a driver has no choice but to park or stop his vehicle on a road at night due to breakdown, she must turn on the hazard lights, parking lights or tail lights. 56. Cargo that exceeds the weight restriction, size or carrying method and cannot be divided into smaller units can be carried if notification is made to the police chief with jurisdiction over the destination. 57. Vehicles must not overtake, but are permitted to pass other vehicles at a pedestrian or bicycle crossing zone, or within 30 meters before one. 58. Drivers must not travel close to or cut in front of automobiles driven by student drivers on learner's permits. 59. If the engine overheats while driving, it is advisable to stop the vehicle immediately and remove the radiator cap to supply it with water. 60. Driver's licenses are classified into three types: first-class driver's license, second-class driver's license, and learner's permit. 61. When a police officer holds a flashlight straight up as shown in the figure, this signal has the same meaning as a yellow light for traffic proceeding in the direction of the arrows. 62. A two-wheeled vehicle may use a side strip when it coasts down a hill with the engine turned off. 63. When inspecting lamps and turn signals, not only lighting or blinker condition but dirt or damage of the lens should be inspected. 64. It is permitted to park a vehicle in areas within 5 meters of a road corner if it will take within 5 minutes to load or unload cargo. 65. A number on the sticker attached on the center of a front glass is an expiry date of automobile liability insurance. 66. A rider who is older than 20 years and has held a regular motorcycle license for 3 years can ride double on expressways. 67. When vehicular lanes are demarcated by a yellow line, it is prohibited to cross the line and change lanes in order to make a left or right turn. 68. Seating capacity of an automobile stated in an automobile inspection certificate does not include the driver. 69. Stopping distance is determined with quickness and strength of stepping on the brake pedal regardless of road surface condition. 70. A traffic sign as shown in the figure indicates that vehicles are not allowed to stop. 71. To ride a two-wheeled vehicle in the proper riding posture, riders must put the foot arches on the footrests and keep soles almost level. Point the tips of the feet forward and press the tank with both knees. 72. In order to make a right turn at a congested intersection, vehicles may proceed into a small gap between oncoming vehicles to take the shortest route for turning right. 73. It is permitted to load cargo up to 60 kilograms on the carrying device, a large motorcycle or motorized bicycle. 74. When driving on a road with traffic signs indicating a school route, drivers should be especially careful because children may suddenly dash out from behind parked vehicles. 75. If applying the brakes is unavoidable on an expressway, it is advisable to use engine braking and depress the brake pedal several times. 76. When passing an oncoming vehicle on slope, the vehicle going downward should give way to the vehicle going upward, because restarting the latter on an upward slope is more difficult. 77. pedestrians, vehicles and streetcars facing a signal as shown in the figure may proceed while exercising due caution to other traffic. 78. The driver of a two-wheeled vehicle must wear a motorcycle helmet. In addition, the driver must ensure the passengers wears one as well. 79. There is a close relationship between automobile speed and fuel consumption. Extremely low or high speeds will result in increased fuel consumption. 80. Before making a turn, it is advisable to reduce speed, because the vehicle may tip or skid when making a turn while traveling at a high speed or applying the brakes after entering a curve. 81. Private regular passenger automobile must undergo a periodic inspection once a year at times as judged appropriate depending on the traveling distance and the driving conditions. 82. When the vehicle ahead suddenly starts reversing on a narrow street, a driver may sound the horn to alert the driver ahead of his presence. 83. When a signal at an intersection turns yellow, a driver may proceed through the intersection, as a yellow signal does not mean stop, even if she is able to stop safely. 84. On rainy days roads are slippery and drivers are at greater risk. However, if the steering wheel and brakes are operating properly, you can avoid accidents, so the distance between vehicles and your speed can be the same as you use on fine days. 85. At intersections with a traffic sign as shown in the figure, motorized bicycles intending to make a right turn must use the two-step right turn method. 86. Vehicles may cross the center into the right side of the road on a one-way street. 87. When the engine oil level and cleanliness are checked, use the oil level gauge and keep the engine running. 88. A hand signal by a driver as shown in the figure indicates that the vehicle will slow down or stop. 89. Drivers of automobile and motorized bicycles cannot drive them if they do not purchase automobile liability insurance or automobile mutual relief system insurance. 90. If there is a person with a head injury in an accident, it is better not to move him since it might endanger his life, even though there is danger of a consecutive accidents.
皆さん、お疲れ様でした。
Visit our channel for more practice test videos with answers at the end of each videos, or check our study type videos with answers and explanations shown in every question. Let's help everyone. Share the video with your friends too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment and share the video.